As a child, I used to chase airplanes that flew overhead. Skinny arms waving, legs pumping, I run right up to the invisible line my father told me not to cross, and I'd stand there, heaving, watching it as it flew overhead, convinced that maybe had that line not been there, I might have caught it. So, July, summer of '89, the roar of a 747 jet ripped through my spine, tore my focus from the Kool-Aid-filled ice trays, and I took off. My father grabbed me by my arm, spun me around, looked me dead in my eye, and said, "Now, son, you're going to be a man one day. I can't have you running around in the meantime chasing things that you can't catch." There was no pat on the head, no rustle of the hair that accompanied this, just a stare, and I know you were just trying to prepare me for life. You know, toughen me up for the world, but now she wonders why Valentine's Day is such a hard stretch of the imagination for me. I tell her, he doesn't look a whole lot like me, except through the eyebrows. See, he's red, with freckles on the crest of his cheek. His forearms are twice my size, and though his voice booms like mine never will, he's never been that good at saying what he feels. Ask any little boy about the silence that goes where a man's voice is supposed to be. He'll tell you it's deafening. Sounds a lot like Strike 3. Like Cell Block 3 lockdown, like the cock back of a 3-pound hammer. Ladies, I'm going to make it easy for you. It's hard being a man. Don't believe me? Check your history books. Ask your grandparents. We were raised to be less gentle and more men with the ability to fuck someone up if need be, almost on a whim. They tell us go to your target like a bullet, burst all bonds, howling up the bank with blood in your eyes, rage in your heart, ground moving beneath your feet, roaring like tanked up motors turn loose with no brakes to hold them. And when it's over, when this impulse is no longer needed, they tell you to put it away. You know, carry on with life like this part of you is not fake, sleeping inside you with one eye open. Tell me, how do we not instinctively lock the windows and sleep closest to the door? How do we not walk into a place, spot, and number the exits, immediately put our backs up against the wall? Our father's heart-to-heart consisted of how to target a kidney, not how to warm a heart. Wow. How to fix a sink, not how to mend a marriage. There are no I love yous passed down in the midst of power tool instructions, weaved into the crevices of weaponry, breakdown intensives, just oddly placed tips on how to dodge a jab. That fine women are usually crazy, and you should always flush your condoms. No, really. At 7, he told me, "Son, always flush your condoms." So no, I can't calm down. Think rationally or consider your feelings. And though I'm trying, I was never taught to be diplomatic. I was taught to get you and the kids out. Crouch in the dark, control my breathing, grab something blunt and wait on this fool motherfucker trying to break into our house and steal our peace. What you and your girlfriend should be cackling about is how the recipe for defeating an enemy looks a whole lot like the recipe for leading a family. There are no promises here, just illusions of grandeur, but we do love you, so we are not all bad haircuts. Some of us are just 2 weeks away from being something really dope you can work with. So in the meantime, when he snaps at you, try not to defang him. Because the last thing you want to see when you need a man to lead is a man with no teeth for meat.